Okay, today we're going to be looking at the effect that louvers have on a backlit image. So in machine vision, oftentimes you want to measure distances or angles, anything where you really need to pick up sharp edges. You often want to create the silhouette of the part and then measure off of those edges. Gives you nice crisp lines. And that's what we have here. We have a L-shaped part and we want to measure the angle between these two inside edges. It should be 90 degrees. So in this case we really need sharp edges to be able to pick up these edges and then measure the angle. So we're using a backlight, and I'll show you an image or a drawing I did. So basically you have a backlight down here, you got the part on top of it, and then you got the camera looking down. So we're looking at the effect of louvers. Louvers are filters, the same thing as a privacy screen on a laptop or a monitor that you see people at banks have so that people from the side can't see what's on the screen. That's what a louver is. It basically columnizes the light so that light only comes straight out and not at an angle, which makes a big difference actually in backlit applications. The way I'm using it is you have two louver filters, and in this case it's actually just privacy screens that I bought on Amazon for a laptop. You basically turn them 90 degrees to each other so that light doesn't come out sideways and doesn't come out up and down, and it just basically comes straight out towards the camera, and that creates really crisp lines. And I'll demonstrate what it looks like with and without this louver filter. So this is what it looks like with the louver filter. You can see how nice and crisp those edges are on the silhouette of the part. If I remove those louvers and I have the part here, you can see it's a lot more messy of an image, and that's because the light is coming out at angles and creating this fuzziness around the edges. I can even reduce the exposure time, and you can still see that it's not straight black and straight white. There's some gray here, and that's because the light kind of bends around this part and doesn't allow it to have very crisp, clean edges. So again, I'm going to put these louver filters back on, and you can see again how nice those edges are again. Nice and crisp. And that's really what you need if you want to be very accurate in your inspections for distances or angles in this case. Let me zoom out here. So yeah, I would recommend if you're trying to be very accurate in backlit applications to use louver filters because it makes the image much cleaner and easier to work with.